I really miss watching V on big screen. It's like a job for me. Whichever film comes on the Friday, I have to watch it first day morning show. When we deliver, content, strong possibility of building a base in a language which you can't speak or you don't know. Audiences will be rooting for him. So I don't know if they'll look at him as negative or positive. Mohan sir, he's someone I really feel like I'm having a paid holiday. I don't want to look at myself ever and feel somebody else could have done it better.
Good afternoon.
Hi Faridoon, good afternoon. Good to see you.
How are you?
I'm good.
Same here. Your 25th film and it is having a release in 200 countries.
Yeah.
What's the feeling like?
Any film releasing like this will be very unique. It doesn't matter if it's 25th or 24th. 25th is being celebrated by all the all the fans and well-wishers. So it's suddenly feeling very special to me also. Otherwise, the kind of effort we put in or how much a film means to us, I think it's the same thing. Either it is first or 25th or 10th or 12th or whichever number it is. So, but this release is definitely very, very unique because we haven't, this is a very, very different situation and we never thought we'll be directly releasing a film into OTT. People will be watching the movie on the release day, that too across 200 countries at the same time. So this is something very, very, very new. And I'm sure we'll remember this experience for a long time.
No, absolutely. Usually what used to happen was that your films, they do very well when they release on say, YouTube, for example. And, now it's an Amazon release, and on 5th September, they'll be promoting it as a pan-India release, for example, that it's releasing all across India and of course all across the world. So now this entire mood, the way it is developing, that people are not looking at movies from a language perspective. They're looking at the perspective that it's available on an OTT platform and let's go and just watch it.
I think now, thanks to OTT, thanks to all the, thanks to the internet, basically, we are able to, have access to a lot of other language content, because I have started watching a lot of Malayalam cinema, and you can just before it used to be very difficult. When I was in AD, I remember watching a lot of Tamil films, but I used to wait for somebody to get me a CD or how do I watch it. I used to. Now it's so easy. You just switch on the TV and you can just select any content. So I think now the game is changing, and the yardstick is not just what we do within the language, or the comparison is not just with the films from the same industry. The comparison is bigger now, I think, because people are watching other language content also. So also now it's helping that when we hear some film is good, and then we'll immediately watch it, whichever language it is, we put subtitles on and we watch it. So now I think it's a big, huge platform to reach out to the other language audience, and also when we deliver content, so there's a strong possibility of building a base in a language which you can't speak or you don't know. So I think it's a very big opportunity.
Now, I believe you're having at least 4 films of yours that are being remade in Hindi.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that it also gives an opportunity to a lot of people who follow Hindi cinema, that who's this guy?
They'll be watching the remake. I don't know if they'll be watching the original. I wish they do, but they'll be watching the remake, and I don't know if they'll know that it is a remake also. But I'm glad that they're doing it, because end of the day, that just proves it that the content worked, right? If somebody is willing to remake it, that means they liked it. So that's all that makes me happy. It's okay even if they don't know that it's a remake. The audience I'm talking about.
Right. Okay. And for the first time in V is the first film where you're going all negative.
I don't know what negative is, but I am definitely very, very violent in the film, and there is a little eccentric angle to what he's doing, and obviously he's killing people. So I don't know if you can call it negative, but definitely I think it's a gray shade role. So it's definitely negative for Sudhir, the cop role, but I think audiences will be rooting for him. So I don't know if they'll look at him as negative or positive, but definitely there's going to be it'll be an interesting issue. I don't want to say more about the role because it's just 2 3 days to go with the release.
All right. So you're saying that audience will be rooting for him.
Yeah, rooting
Uh,
for him, definitely. Yeah.
Now, that is an expression that we hear when we talk about watching an experience in a cinema hall. I've been watching your interviews since morning, and you've said that you're basically a film watcher. You're a cinema lover. You're a
Big
huge
big
Mani
time.
Ratnam
Yeah.
fan, for example, and you
Yeah.
like watching movies on the screen,
I'm a big
Rajnikant
theater
film.
fan. Yeah.
You're a big theater fan,
My
and
home
even
is
while
right behind a theater in Amirpet,
yes,
in Hyderabad, and
right,
and it's a weekly theater. Every Friday, a movie changes, and it's like a job for me. You know, whichever film comes on the Friday, I have to watch it first day morning show,
right,
and I love watching cinemas in theater. So for me, definitely this is a very different one.
definitely. Now,
Yeah,
you also make your script selection based on hearing the narration or reading it. Uh, just keeping the audience in yourself in mind that how you would have reacted to this particular narration or this
yeah,
particular
yeah,
film. So that entire element of theater comes in your conversation again and again. You keep on
yeah,
talking about it. When I saw the promo of We, my response was that I would have loved to watch it on a big screen. The level of grandeur which is there, the level of action, and even the ocean scene and a lot of other works. That's something that people would have loved it in terms of whistles and other
yeah.
stuff.
More as in,
The way you say
I
rooting part.
definitely I really miss watching V on big screen. Not just because of the grandeur or because of the visual. That visuals are definitely a point, but because of the tease. I know as a theater going audience, I know what will make me shout, what will make me root, the emotion behind a scene, the way the scenes are planned, and the way a killer enters the scene or the way the screenplay progresses. I know there are a lot of for the single screen audience for the how I used to watch films. I know there are a lot of moments in V which will actually make you be very excited and make some noise in a theater. So I think because of the content, more than the visuals, because of the content, I really wish we released in theaters. But it's okay. No, it's also something special because I know there's a lot of excitement generally also because even everybody has been deprived of new content. It's been a long time, so they're going to watch a film directly. So everyone's excited. Looking at them, I'm excited. Yeah,
Great. Director Mohan, I believe he was the director of your first film,
yeah. Mohan Krishna in the end. Yeah,
and this is your third film with him.
yeah.
I was one of the interviews. You said that it's very important for you to get into a conversation with your director, with your team, because that really helps you just get into the entire mood of the film and to get into the entire space of the film better.
Yeah.
Um, why is it important for you to have a conversation on a certain wavelength with your director and your team members?
Obviously, because you can see. I really feel the movie is a like we all have to be on for a good film to happen, for magic to happen. I think most importantly, all the prime technicians and the actors should be on the same page, and even more importantly, the director and actor should be on the same page because most of the time we'll not be looking at the how good the frame is or how well lit or how the background colors are or how the costumes are. Most of the time we are seeing the faces and the actors are the ones are the channel you tell your story through what we're talking, are we making them believe? So I think not because I'm an actor, I think actors are the biggest instrument in getting the story to the people, making them feel something, making them feel an emotion. So I think it's not possible if the director and the actor cannot be in a discussion or they can really discuss about what is the emotion behind a particular shot and what can be done, what can be improvised. So I really look forward to every time when I'm working with someone. I really look forward to those discussions because the more the discussions, more the deeper we go. And when we go, that is when people can see it that we did go deep into the roles. So the comfort is very important, and fortunately, I've been blessed with so many directors I've worked with who I could have a dialogue and a discussion with. Mohan sir is is the most comfortable one because he loves it and he's someone who's very talkative, very positive, and doesn't like it's so crystal clear when he explains something. And not because he's my first film director, but we have he's someone I really feel like I'm having a paid holiday, because
There you
this is yeah, but to work with him, like this is the third time I'm working with him, and every time it feels like we're, few films will feel like we shot for a long time, and then they got done. With Monster, I don't know. Every time it feels like it finished very fast. So I have that super comfort, and I like the man, and I like his positivity. And there's constantly, he keeps telling us if he likes something, if he likes a performance, if he likes a script, he keeps telling it again and again, and that really, really, uh, pushes you to do better, right? So I think, yeah, the discussion is very important, and I am definitely fortunate that I worked with people who believe the same.
you have this unique distinction, or that in spite of having many successful films that have done really well at the box office, you are this superstar of Telugu cinema. But what your fans are very appreciative of about you is that you continue to remain the same person who was in the first film. That element of being down to earth, that you value being an actor more than just displaying all the trappings of a star. Why is it important for you to always give that actor in you prominence over the star? That is something that can be a very attractive proposition for any superstar.
See, I never really actually wanted to be a star or anything like that, and I still don't think. I don't know what the yardstick is to call someone a big star, or is it the budgets of the films? Is it the fan base or the number of people? Because you'll never know how many people like your work, and it's not a Twitter count, or it's not a someone putting up something, or having an association, or I don't think that's an yardstick at all. So I'm always a little confused when they say big star or things like. For me, I definitely, there was a huge growth for me as an actor, budgets wise and all that. Where I've started and where I am today, I definitely can tell bigger stories, and there'll be people coming to me, you know. And I think that, and I want to grow that part, because so that tomorrow when some stories, some larger than life stories narrated to me, I don't want to feel that it doesn't fall into my budget, or I can't accommodate it. So if that is what is parallelly is also growing stardom, then yeah. But for me, I think as an actor, I need to grow with each film, and I've never really looked at. It was never a race for me, and I need to prove it to myself more than anybody else that I did learn something with each film. Like, my next film has to be better than the current one. If it is not, then I'm getting stagnant, and I think that will be my biggest problem. So I only looked at my career that way, and I think rest everything what people say, or the kind of love and affection I get from audience, it's all bonus, but that's not the agenda behind anything I do. That is just, acting is something I'm very, very passionate about, and I don't want to look at myself ever and feel somebody else could have done it better. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
yeah, that's my big. I think, yeah, that's what keeps me running. So it's not the success, it's not the hope. So I'm continuously trying to do that. Sometimes I might fail in, because a film is a teamwork, and a lot of times things will not fall in place. But I will know if I haven't given my 100%. I will know if I failed. Films might fail because it's not all in my hands. But I definitely will know, and I think that is one thing which keeps me driving. And if there is a goal, or if there is an aim, I need to talk about how it works for me as an actor. What am I looking at? Then this is what I'm looking at. Like, this is this is the only agenda in life right now, where I'll do whatever film, whichever appeals to my heart, and then I shouldn't fail me. And I'm sure if I don't fail me, I won't fail the ones who love me.
when you're playing a negative character in V, for example, it's a flamboyant
Hmm.
character. Now, when I saw the trailer, the perception that I got is that it is also having that element of thinking element, that the guy is actually thinking about that how he wants to do it. And that makes it different. That element of being cerebral makes it different in a way. Is it important for you to just give your own interpretation of a character that is offered to you, so that in a way it's not the regular stuff that has already been delivered in the past?
Yeah, 100%. It's definitely way more. I think that's my most important job to do that, because that's what I tell my directors also. See, I was an assistant director before, and I wanted to be a director before I became an actor. So I want to now, when I become an, see, I went and I have worked with actors like as an assistant director, and I went and narrated, pitched to few actors when I was an AD. And obviously, I'll have my dreams, right? I would have imagined me directing a film someday, and I've seen actors in close quarters. So I always wished what, like, I always, there was this image in my head what I wanted my actor to be. Like when I become a director, when I choose an actor who, like, I, there was a clear image in my head what I wanted that actor to do for me. When I tell him a story, how I wanted him to believe, so I'm trying to be that actor to my directors.
Wow.
Huh. So, like, for example, I tell my directors, I tell them, I'm going to tell everything which comes to my mind, like everything, because I don't want to have a filter between you and me. But please, don't think that anything I tell needs to be considered seriously. Just listen. You can just delete it. Say not working. You have to. You can complete. You have every right to ignore it. But I just want you to, because I don't want to stop that flow of thoughts. I keep saying everything and anything, and you really, really don't have to listen to me. I tell them that. And I also tell them that I will give you three options. Like I'll give you for everything, every shot, I will give you three variations. When I ask for one more, don't think that you are happy with this, but I'm still asking for one more. Because you're happy, you okay, that only. I'm just giving you one more. Maybe you like it much better than this. I'm
That's
not
amazing.
pushing. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. So that yeah, that's how it works for me. So with the
That's amazing.
director, yeah, I want to be that actor who I wanted to cast when I become a director. So I hope
Right.
all of my directors are happy with me.
So when are you planning to become a director?
Now I don't know. I'm not sure, because I think I've got too lucky. And like for me, I love being a part of stories, and I like to see stories unfold on big screen and be a part of that story. And I think even now, if I take a break and become a director, I think I will be able to tell one story a year maybe. But as an actor, I'm getting to be a part of three stories a year. I think that's a, so I will definitely choose this. I will not break this at all for now. Definitely no ideas anytime soon.